Oh, Slinky Kitty. Slinky Kitty. Slinky Kitty coming down the stairs.
Look at her. She's staring at my shirt. She thinks there's a dog in my shirt.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my god, this is not happening.
Decent sized mouse.
Hello?
When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know, these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know, these feelings for you I can't control. Trying to figure out just how I feel about you. I just like the fact that I can keep it real around you. All these ups and downs like I lost and found you. Can't believe I'm standing here still without you. When you up at night, do you think about me? Do I cross your mind? Just wish that you would tell me if so. Then I got a place that we could go. Ain't gonna let you play me like the game's on your phone. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know, these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know, these feelings for you I can't control. So, where you wanna go? It don't really matter, still get you out. Came for a show, I'ma show out. What you heard, what you know about me. not a thing. Been riding round the forest, switching lanes. Ain't a girl in the world that can make me change. Not as long as you keep playing games, baby. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know, these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone, do I cross your mind? Gotta know, these feelings for you I can't control.
Yeah, yeah. Put up, I don't hang with rats, that's some new type. Get a on the news type. On screw type. Just said through a crew type. I got a bad bitch at home, voodoo type. Take down Megan Stallions by the group type. That's some thick. I just thought you knew type. I just treat dog, I don't just usually do this type. Pockets racked up, all blue type. Bunch of rich, get confused type. Atlanta, live like Ted Turner type. On camera, jaws loose type. I cancel her, kick her out of school type. A silent hitter, I just keep cool with you. A solid count dog food type. Moving through the city with your boo type. She ready like soup type. You going against the guys and you gon' lose type. Pray to God that got shoe type.
Poppin', right about the blue type. Put the double O in the moon. Serotonin, that's a cool type mix. Mix it. Houston, Atlanta, feeling like a zoo type mix. Shot, take it. Eating all the, those some food type. Shot it, make it work, not a 5 type. Eating all the, those some food type. Eating all the, those some food type. All your homies crashing on some food type. Flooding up the spot, it's like a pool type mix. All your homies crashing on some food type. All your homies crashing on some food type. Eating all the, those some food type.
Kick slow flow, shit so tight.
Red light in my dreadlocks.
Cook it up.
Push it up with my dogs. I gotta move tight. Thomas they cover my flaws, I had to brand new tight. Tell her like a tight. All of my jeans to say I think I'm over tight. Put it down with the she think she my manager tight. Shot that she was the one I will forever have a boss. The paper said homie playing on Muslim tight. 81 thought for the teeth, I still ain't smiling for this. This that she better than me, she on.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Oof, big night tonight. You've been on a journey to get to this stage and join the WNBA sisterhood. Who is a player that, if you could choose, you would want to play with this summer?
Look, Caitlin Clark changed the game.
Hmm?
I've been hooping my entire life, and all of a sudden, I have friends texting me last season to see if I caught the latest Fever game. You know, the expectations were so high.
I mean, she is a star in this league, and
Okay.
the spotlight has definitely been on.
No one is ever gonna do like that ever again.
For the fans who might not know you yet.
Look, I'm confident.
Okay, so I want to shift gears quickly for a couple of.
I grew up in a town where everybody.
Let's keep this one easy. Favorite color?
Give me bright. Give me vibe.
How about this? On a day when you've got nothing.
Tacos. Zero hesitation.
Okay, I'm definitely not trying to get.
I didn't get to this podium.
All I want is I ain't got no taste.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. And tonight we'll see tonight's game also counts in the Commissioner's Cup, the first home and away regular season game against teams in your conference go towards the Cup standings.
Yes, so 10 total games, and the team with the best record in each conference, the East and the West, they're going to meet in the final with a lot of prize money at stake.
And here's Ariel Atkins outside. The shot is good. Camila Cardoso making the play.
And I think Atkins is the type of player that is equally effective on or off the ball.
Out to the left wing. Shorty misses the three. Here's Banham. She's covered by Mitchell. Shot from 12. Vandersloot shot is off. Now here's Shorty. Guarded closely. Elbow shot. Mitchell outside. 5 on the clock. Shorty. To Trey. Cardoso gets the board. While her teammate Angel Reese got all the headlines, did you guys watch Camila Cardoso? She had a stellar rookie year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I watched her. She was awesome. You know, remember, she didn't make her debut until June due to injury, but she ends up averaging 10 and 8 as a rookie, rim protection as well. What a future she has.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Nice decision by Boston. She's got solid passing skills out of the post.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside Atkins. Screen by Cardoso. Chicago again missing. And it's the feeder ball. Shorty with it. Now Atkins defending. Clark right side. Pass to Howard. And yeah, it's good.
Great job spotting her teammate near the bucket and firing the pass in there.
Vandersloot outside. Here's Atkins. That's good. And Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
She's hit the ground running here in the first quarter and just has put together a nice quarter offensively.
Three from Natasha Howard. It's rebounded by Vandersloot. Chicago in the lead. And here in the first, 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
Outside Atkins. Jacks up a three. Natasha Howard with the rebound.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Shorty offline with the three.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Ariel Atkins can't get that one to fall. So it's Indiana now. Pass to Boston. Up top, Shorty. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trips to the line to shoot
First
two.
personal foul.
It's going to go on Courtney Vandersloot.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
We know basketball is big in Indiana, and man, do they love the Fever here.
I mean, this place is normally sold out these days, massive crowds with tons of energy. This might be the best home court advantage in the W.
And there's a whistle. Just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Boston. Shorty, defended by Atkins.
Nice play on D, got that hand in her face, and it prevented an easy look.
Exactly. She was alert and aware and really just reacted quickly to that shot.
Now here's Onion Wade. It's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell. Pass to McDonald. To the left side wing. Here's Shorty. That's good, and it's Erie McDonald with the assist.
Nice speed by McDonald, a new school, score first guard. He does have great passing skills, though.
Vandersloot outside. Down low. And stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Shorty. And here is Mitchell. Now here's Shorty. She's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Mitchell. That 3 off the mark. For those joining us, we're in the second quarter with just about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Atkins.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Williams. Back to Atkins. To the paint. It's good.
Well, this is where she makes her money, in the paint. Williams can score many different ways down low.
In each of her first 5 years in the league, Ariel Atkins was voted all defense.
Yeah, she made the U.S. gold medal winning team for the Tokyo Games on the strength of her defense. Always in great condition. Atkins never runs out of energy chasing around those guards.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Pass to Onion Wade. Now Atkins. She's covered by Shorty. Vandersloot right side. Williams. Nice D from Aaliyah Boston.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint. You know, it's just terrific positioning on her part to get the rebound. But, you know, she might not have the size or the height, but she's got plenty of smarts.
Indiana trailing. Shorty. Basket made. That's her third of the game. She's now 3 for 9.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Vandersloot with it. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. Pass to Banham. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Outside Cunningham. Over to the left wing. Here's Shorty. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here's Banham. Off target with the 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Sky out in front, up by 1. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Here's Clark. Pass to Shorty. And you can't understate the importance of this game. Both teams with a shot at advancing.
That's what makes it so interesting. I love the addition of this Cooney, and the players seem to like it as well. He has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that three-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
And here's Cardoso. From deep, Ariel Atkins. Leah Boston grabs the miss.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Vandersloot. Cardoso. Atkins. She's covered by Shorty. Fires for three. Second chance shot. And she takes it up and lays it in.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
Now here's Clark. And another three for Indiana.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right, 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Guarded by Howard. Back to Vandersloot. Screen by Cardoso. Vandersloot, no good.
Man, and they're 1 for 4 to start the second half.
A familiar face rejoining the Sky, point guard Courtney Vandersloot.
The league's all-time leader in assists per game. Vandersloot spent her first 12 seasons in Chicago, spent the last 2 years in New York, winning the title in 2024. She's back in the Windy City, running the show this year.
Good on the triple.
There's no excuse for leaving a shooter like her open beyond the arc. None.
Now Shorty. Back to Clark. Mitchell. Here's Shorty. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Vandersloot outside.
2 minutes.
Outside Atkins. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Indiana ball. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Vandersloot, guarded by McDonald. Left side, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Good.
They shot just over 30% in the first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously. But they're getting much better looks since halftime and bringing that percentage up.
To take the lead. Offensive rebound, Fever. Pass to Shorty. That's good, and it's Erie McDonald with the assist.
Just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
On offense, here are the Sky. Here's Ramsey. And she banks in the layup.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they're finally starting to find their stroke.
And it's just amazing that they have the lead with how poorly they shot in the first half, but they've defended at a very high level and are in control.
Outside Cunningham. Shorty, defended by Nurse. And that's good. Sophie Cunningham for 3.
Well, defensively, you have to run Cunningham off the catch and shoot. That is her specialty.
Nurse outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Fever leading to the wing on the left. Back to Cunningham. Hands it out to Mitchell. Out to the wing. There's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen by Elizabeth Williams. Here's Ramsey. Pass to Williams. Vandersloot. And it's off from 3-point range.
You know, you watch her, you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shorty. Here's McDonald. The offensive rebound from downtown. Doesn't get it to drop for her.
That's a look you can't pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Vandersloot shot is off. Now here's Shorty. Defense is right there. Pass to McDonald. Shorty. Cunningham. Defended by Nurse. Shorty. And that one swishes Defended by Atkins. To the middle. That's good by Shorty.
That's the area where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Chicago trailing here. Now here's Atkins. To tie it up. That shot missing. Here we go, one-on-one. Shorty. Atkins grabs the board. Fires from deep. Ariel Atkins can't get that one to fall.
She may have been surprised. She found herself so open. Maybe that's why she missed.
Outside Howard. Puts up a three. Connects from three-point range.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Time called here. The Sky decided to talk it over.
Yeah, if you watch the huddle, I think the coach is telling him to take the points in a hurry, then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, and you shouldn't just foul blindly, though. Go for the steal with all they've got before that.
Yeah, you can go for the steal for a second or two, then foul.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Banham. Back to Vandersloot. There's the three. And once again off the mark by Chicago. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good this time. And it's an 8-point ball game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Atkins. And once again off the mark by Chicago. It's tipped. To the wing, right side. So the Fever take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home this day.
It makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in a good flow, you felt...
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Hey. When the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever match up, whew, it is one of the hottest tickets in sports.
Oh, Angel Reese.
Season 6. There are 5 weeks remaining. It's the Kia Challenge, everyone. Event Center is where you want to be for this exciting competition.
What's up, bro?
Hey, man. life is dicey for me. I could maybe do next Thursday.
Hey, there he is. My favorite client and the team's newest starter. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Austin. It's all pretty exciting now, isn't it?
Hey, listen.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
On top of the daily reward.
At the small forward position.
Well, Shams, we knew franchise values were skyrocketing, but then the Lakers sell for $10 billion with a B, $10 billion.
This new group taking over is exceedingly deep-pocketed as well, BA, and those resources may help this team continue to be the league's flagship franchise.
League's in a very healthy spot right now.
That's for sure, and these prices for teams continue to go up.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Powell, then it's MP, and it's Larson in at the small forward. Now here's Powell, back to MP. Miami moving it around. Up to Powell, 4 on the clock. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Rebound by the Lakers. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
In a hostile environment like that, the bench energy can really make a difference for your starters.
The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live here. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
Do you think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
The NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
Now here's Reeves. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Memphis.
But he also picked apart the defense with his passing. I mean, this guy could really read the floor.
You know, Reeves is such a crafty and clever player. He's so good at finding ways to score inside.
Pass to Larson. Outside Jaquez. For three, Powell. Smart grabs a miss.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live. The financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
BA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the three-point basket by Miami. It's James on the wing. Outside Reeves. Lets the three fly. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got his third assist of the night. Heat trail by 7. It's stolen by Doncic. Now Los Angeles moving it up. It's stolen. And finished off by Adebayo.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
And even as the NBA enters the first year of its lucrative new broadcasting deal, Shams, still plenty of fixation on the ratings.
Yeah, and we've heard directly from the league that it's part of the culture of the NBA to be self-critical. And when you look at the growth of the NBA year over year, perhaps that restlessness is part of the reason why the league is thriving in a lot of ways. They're going to continue to find innovative ways and
for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's checked in for LeBron, and Reeves is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Miami also changing it up. Ware's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Larson comes in for Jaquez, and MP subbed in for Hero. Vanderbilt, nice D from Ware. Heat trail by 6. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jake LaRavia. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Kennard in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Pass to Powell. 4 on the clock. For 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. Shams, a personal question for you. This is just about the industry in general. I know you have all these sources. You don't reveal your sources. No good journalist does. But what's in it for them?
You know, BA, I'm going to tell you guys that this is a nice family environment here at the desk. It's always something for me. 365, 24/7. These are real relationships. It's always a two-way street when it comes to whether it's a source or relationship that I have in this industry. And right now, more than ever, it's a relationship business. You can't just show up when you need someone. And so for me, I go every day to try to build the best relationships I can.
Hey, and let's face it, we're in the entertainment industry. And how entertaining is it to get a scoop from Shams?
Come on now, we're all waiting for it.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Reeves, the pass to Vanderbilt. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Nice shot by Kennard. And the Lakers lead by 2.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
MP, the pass to Powell. Back to MP. Wiggins, left side. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Wiggins got his second bucket on the night.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Success hasn't changed Austin Reeves' underdog mentality. He said it doesn't shift at all. There's a good majority of people that probably still don't think that I'm that good. It's a common theme for my life. What pushed me to get here are the people who doubted me. I always have to keep that in mind. Back to you.
Keeps that chip on his shoulder. Thanks a lot, Allie. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Aiden, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. James comes in for LaRavia. Smart's checked in for Reeves. And James is subbed in for Kennard. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Jaquez comes in for Wiggins. Well, we know you got to get going, but thanks, Shams. As always, it's been fun and informative, my friend.
BA, no problem. Always glad to join, but I got to go. I got to get to this meeting.
Dude, always a pleasure to have Shams drop in. He knows everything that's going on in the league.
Well, he's really connected and he has great instincts. It's almost like he can sniff out a story better than anyone.
Screen by James. James outside. The three-pointer off the mark. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
MP shot is off.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite this inconsistency from the field.
Mark for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. MP, the pass to Adebayo. And here's Jaquez. Pass to Larson. From deep, MP. Rebounded by LeBron. Down low. Adebayo with a steal. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Heat out in front. They're up by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Greetings. Pretty interesting how this is all coming together, don't you guys think?
Not interesting. It's exactly how I predicted it would look. Oh, sure.
And taking a look back now at the first half of play, the Lakers find themselves in a tight one.
If they just hit a couple more.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, his stats may not jump out at you, but that's not the whole story.
Well, you can make a positive contribution if you just play with energy and focus on execution.
And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to add that escapability with your handle.
Now for an update on the injury to Luka Doncic. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athlete. He said there is tendinitis in the knee, and it is a source of debilitating pain right now. We should not expect to see him back on the floor anytime soon. Unfortunately, it's not the news they were hoping for. Guys?
Thanks for the update there, Allie.
Well, he certainly didn't envision his season going like this. But it happens to the best of them, and now it's all about how you respond to it.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Powell is out there with MP. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Larson in at the 3. Back to Smart. The 3 ball. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got assist number 5 here tonight. And so MP will bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 2. Outside Jaquez. Powell for 3. Connects from downtown. Powell's got 6.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Ayton, a screen on Jaquez. And there's James from the arc. Miami has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. Think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
Pass to Aiden. Here's James. Outside Reeves. Here's Aiden. Banked it in off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Yeah, that is just great effort by Ayton on the offensive glass. He did not give up on that possession.
Back to MP. Here's Larson, defended by Smart. This one for 3. Wow, it's good. 9 points in the game.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for Smart. Laravia subbed in for Reeves. And Miami with a change here too. Heroes checked in. The baseline Jay. And that one comes up a bit short.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Hard for 3. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jaquez, the pass to Hero. MP outside. Shot from the top of the key. Hero, no good.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Pass to James. Kicks it out to Kennard from behind the arc. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Adebayo, the size and power from Bam inside.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Kennard with it. MP's there. Basket's good. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Hawkins. And there's another one for the Heat.
Great job by MP there, staying ready, making himself a threat off the ball.
And here's James. Here's the 3. James from distance. Easy work.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Outside Jaquez. Pass to Hero. Miami moving it around. MP finds Adebayo. Clock at 6. Back to MP from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just 1 game. And we've just finished the 3rd quarter. What a tight game we've got going. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving.
Let's hear it, man. It's the 4th period. The team needs your noise right now.
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. LeBron comes in for Hachimura. Smart's checked in for Laravia. And it's Kennard in for Bufkin. So Miami going with almost an entirely new group here. Adebayo's checked in for Ware. Jaquez comes in for Wiggins. Larson's checked in for Hero. And MP subbed in for Mitchell. We've got Marcus Smart. Luke Kennard out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's James. And it's Ayton in at the center position, filling out the middle. That's the Laker 5. Adebayo. Bam, just battles through contact.
Well, Adebayo just stepped up at a critical point in this game. Tremendous amount of confidence.
Now Ayton to take the lead. Cleared away by Jaquez. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Reeves. 1:44 left to play in the 4th.
Nope. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Well, a lot of young players get caught up in the moment, but not MP. He is as cool as a cucumber.
James against Jaquez. by 4. Ooh, MP going to work inside.
And there are some big-time points from this young man. MP proving that he's the guy when it's on the line.
LeBron! Can't hit it.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the 3.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. The 4th team.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Austin Reeves, first personal foul. 5th team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 8.
Big round of applause. That team.
Powell against Kennard. Outside Smart for 3. Ooh, it misses. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 8-point game. Knocks down the trifecta.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
And it's Kennard on the take. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana. Take it away, Jennifer.
MP, you've talked about wanting to string some wins together and also the need for your team to have a strong rebounding presence. What's your take after tonight's efforts?
Me and the guys, we're happy with the win. One of our goals is to be an elite rebounding team.
Over to you, BA.
Much appreciated, Jennifer. Thank you.
Be a little more chill around the house. Yeah, I remember how my dog was at that stage. Yeah.
you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to detention and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member.
And folks, make sure to be here for our backpack day. Bring the kids and they'll get a free Clippers backpack.
When the away team misses 2 consecutive free throws in the fourth quarter, everyone in the arena will receive a coupon to redeem 1 free chicken sandwich at any participating location.
Just a reminder, folks, make sure to be here for a figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite match.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Friday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets.
And that game against Portland seems like the season's flying by, as that's already their 10th contest of the year. Pecking order in the league starting to take shape.
So here's Miami's starting group. MP out there with Powell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Larson in at the small forward. Clark, so many games left on the schedule. We are only scratching the surface of the season.
Yeah, you know, these first handful of games have been a lot of fun, though. But you're exactly right. I mean, there's a ton of season left to go, and the standings are going to be pretty fluid until we get further along in the season.
Mathurin. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. MP looking around. Wiggins passes to Hawkins from past the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
You look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life, and his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
Here's Larson. Wiggins passes to Larson. 6 to shoot. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Adebayo. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
Outside Mathurin. Back to Garland. Outside Leonard. Unloads. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Powell left side. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Powell's ability to knock down shots off these kind of passes makes him extremely dangerous.
Mathurin passes to Garland. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Mathurin with the ball, guarded by Powell. Lopez passes to Mathurin. And here's Garland for three. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And the release for Garland is getting quicker as he gets more comfortable.
MP against Garland. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And Tyronn Lue wants to turn off. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Leonard. Good. Kawhi working near the hoop.
Skilled at getting inside and doing work down there. Kawhi Leonard is a confident scorer.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, it seems like the entire Western Conference looked to bolster their front court last offseason. And the Clippers were no different. Between trading for John Collins and signing Brook Lopez, they have substantially fortified their front line with size and skill.
A veteran-heavy roster. Thank you for the update, Shams. Filling the perimeter slots are Dunn and Leonard. Jackson is out there with Derek Jones. And it's Garland in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Always good seeing a guard like Garland score inside.
And so, MV will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Now, here's Dunn. Jones. And Jones slams it in.
He is a serious high riser. Whenever Jones is out there, fans love to see him elevate for the throwdown.
With the step back. Powell, no one around him. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Clippers leading. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Jones finds Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And here they come. Here's MP. Miami no good on that time either.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about. This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up." Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thanks. And Los Angeles with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Beal. John Collins comes in for Dunn. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Garland. And Miami also making a switch. Adebayo's checked in. And it's Mathurin missing.
You know he wants that one back. Right in his wheelhouse.
It's MP, top of the key. Pass to Larson. Powell kicks to Hawkins. Over Collins. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Powell.
MP doing a nice job with the quick catch and shoot, not wanting to waste those touches.
Outside Mathurin. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out to Powell. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A 3 from MP. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Lopez. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 1.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that up.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers ahead. They're up by 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. Before getting into the first half,
The Lakers in a tough spot injury-wise. They rely on Doncic for so much, and without him in this picture, it creates questions. If you're talking scoring, assists, and rebounds, well, those are the things he comes and does.
all right, looking back at our first half, the Clippers are in a tight game.
They've been choosy when...
That is more than enough of a...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the court for the Heat, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then it's MP. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Larson in at the three. GA here about 3 levels score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Here is Hawkins, following the basket by Brook Lopez. Wiggins outside. Shoots it. Lopez grabs the board.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to Hawkins. It's MP finishing at the other end.
You know, MP starting to look good there from the mid-range.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Clippers. Outside Mathurin. Leonard, that's for 2. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound in this one. The #1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins, certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
And here is Lopez, following the three-pointer by MP. The wide open look here for Garland. A three-pointer off the mark.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
Adebayo with the bucket.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Garland against Hawkins. Garland, no good.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Pass to Larson. Now here's Wiggins. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Mathurin. The 3 from Garland. Another miss by Garland. Heat leading by 6. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. MP really making a difference here.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Jones checked in for Lopez. Beal comes in for Collins. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. Heat also with the sub. Heroes checked in for Norman Powell. Now here's Leonard to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Leonard's got his 2nd bucket.
Well, the pick gives Leonard some space, and he wisely calls his own number.
Here's Hawkins. MP going right to the rim.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Beal taking his time here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Leonard. Over Wiggins. Leonard, no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Wiggins against Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Leonard's got 6 points.
Strong move by Leonard that time. He knows exactly how to use his strength to get an advantage.
Are you kidding me? What a play by MP.
Tell you what, MP's game makes you excited about the future of this league.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Clippers trail by 11. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now here's Beal. Defense right on him. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Group substitution here for the Clippers. Lopez, who's checked in for Derek Jones. John Collins comes in for Miller. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Garland in for Chris Dunn. Wasted no time on that one. Powell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
In the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Leonard. Now Garland. 6 on the shot clock. Collins outside.
Good discipline on defense. Wiggins right on top of it the whole way.
The 3 doesn't go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Mathurin. Pass to Leonard. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
There's Garland, and the rejection by MP. Teams changing it up here. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Beal, 5 on the clock. Latrey. Jaquez with the rebound. Miami leading by 21.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Miami.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Tremendous contribution from him scoring the basketball. Everywhere you look, his fingerprints were all over this game.
34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Dunn kicks to Sanders. Dunn with a screen on Hawkins. Sanders passes to Dunn. That one's off, still out of sync. And here's Miami. MP outside. Outside, Hero. MP sets the screen for Hero. And a wide open look for MP. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no one.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, one of the stars of tonight's game. A strong scoring night for you, MP, reaching the 20-point threshold and a win for your team. That's a good night at the office.
It was all right. Wins always good, but I know I can play a lot better.
Ooh, how so?
I get buckets, Jennifer Quintana. You know this. 20 points, that's light work for me. But it's all good. Again, a win's a win. Next game, I know I'll drop 40 points.
Can't wait to see it, MP. Thank you.
Hey, maybe 60.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Jennifer, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so now,